You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's podcast. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Welcome. In the next 15 minutes, we will talk about what happened in the past weekend, in the 27th week, and we'll also preview upcoming matches starting on Tuesday, week 28. Well, in the 27th weekend started on Friday, and with that Friday starting on Beşiktaş winning their matches on Friday, put pressure on Galatasaray on Saturday, and on Sunday put pressure on Trabzonspor and Fenerbahçe. What happened? Beşiktaş won their match, Galatasaray won their match on Saturday, and Fenerbahçe on Sunday beat Trabzonspor in Trabzon with only one goal. Now, with these scores on top, it looks like there's a three-way race going on for the championship. On top, Galatasaray is in first place with 57 points. Beşiktaş is in second place with 54 points. And Fenerbahçe with same points on third place, 54 points. Well, after losing against Fenerbahçe, Trabzonspor stayed at 48 points. So it's going to be, it's not actually, Trabzonspor might be in the race, but they have lost huge blood not winning at home against Fenerbahçe. Let's look at the results in the 27th weekend starting on Friday. There were three matches on Friday, this past Friday. Konyaspor at home tied with Gaziantep, scoreless tied 0-0. Gençler Birliği at home, Yeni Malatya, there was 1-1 draw score there in Ankara. And Beşiktaş at home beat Denizlispor 3-0. On Saturday, Fatih Karagümrük hosted Alanyaspor and they beat Alanyaspor 2-0. Hatayspor at home beat Ankaragücü 4-1. And Antalya and Başakşehir, they each tied. And there was 0-0 score, and they each earned 1 point. And also in Rize, another tie match. Rize against Sivasspor, scoreless 0-0 tie. And last match on Sunday, Galatasaray beat Erzurumspor 2-0. And Sunday, Göztepe at home beat Kasımpaşa. And Trabzonspor, as I mentioned to you a little while ago, Trabzonspor at home lost to Fenerbahçe 1-0. And I will talk in details about these three big matches that happened this past weekend, starting with Beşiktaş. Beşiktaş on Friday were playing against one of the relegation zone teams, Denizlispor. It looked like for 15 minutes Beşiktaş was struggling, but with Larin and Abu Bakar showing up, and they each scored goals. So far they have 13 goals in the season, and Beşiktaş won this match 3-0. On Saturday, Galatasaray won with, the Egyptian national team player Mustafa Mohamed. Ever since he came to Galatasaray, he played in 6 matches, 5 matches in the Turkish Super Lig, and 1 match in the Turkish Cup. He scored 5 goals in 5 matches in the Turkish Super League matches. Probably Mustafa is the best transfer in the Turkey Super League so far after coming to Galatasaray in the winter window session. Galatasaray made a good choice transferring Mustafa Mohamed, because it really, ever since he came to Galatasaray, and Muslera coming back from injury, playing in Galatasaray as a goalkeeper, made a huge impact for Galatasaray race on this title chase. And Galatasaray lately playing very good match, and that's why they're on top with 57 points so far in the Turkish Super League. As far as what happened on Sunday, Trabzonspor Fenerbahçe match, the match really in the first half, I think if we look at the highlights of the first half, I know Trabzonspor fans and Trabzonspor club is complaining about in the very late end of the match, extended time, the penalty kick they should have got because of the elbow to Bakasetas. But before that, I think Uğurcan Çakır, the Turkish young goalkeeper, probably one of the best goalkeepers in Turkey right now, saved at least 3 shots. And I think in the first half, he made a huge impact for Trabzonspor, saving those shots in the goal. And as far as coming to Fenerbahçe's goal, and let's talk about Mesut Özil. Mesut Özil, just like Mustafa Muhammed, came into Turkish Super Lig to Fenerbahçe at winter session transfer season, and he played so far 5 matches. Mesut Özil really not showing his impact on the team. So that's why he came out in the second half. The coach, who's under a lot of pressure from Fenerbahçe fans, took Mesut Özil out, and guess what? Young, bright start. I really like this Ferdi Kadıoğlu, because the reason why, I'm probably the first ones on social media before anyone that noticed Ferdi Kadıoğlu. I have been watching him ever since when he was 14 years old, when he played in lower academy football in Dutchland, in Holland. So, and on that goal, I think Ferdi Kadıoğlu had a huge impact. First, he stole the ball in the midfield. Then he made a good pass to Pelkas. And then the goal was huge. The Greek national team player scored Fenerbahçe's only goal. But kudos to Ferdi Kadıoğlu. He made a huge effort to steal the ball and then gave a very good pass, and then Greek national team player Pelkas scored a goal. So I think on the sideline, Erol Bulut this time made a huge impact, taking out Mesut Özil, because Mesut Özil was losing balls in the midfield during the first half and in the beginning of second half too. So with the change, substitutions, I think Fenerbahçe made a huge impact from the sideline. Erol Bulut read the play, read the pitch very well. But as far as the coach, yes. But I still think Fenerbahçe is not playing their 100% football on the pitch. So he's still under pressure with winning this match yesterday. Probably cooled off a little bit the fans. But as far as the Trabzonspor fans and Trabzonspor coach complain about that elbow to Bakasetas, and I think, yes, he has a point. The elbow, the fall was in the box. It should have been PK. It should have been penalty. But if you look at it, it's the 90th minute plus. Now, you cannot, up to that minute as a coach, you should have, Abdullah Avcı, you should not complain about that because you did not win the match. Your team allowed Fenerbahçe to take a shot on your goal at least 3-4 times in the first half. And you haven't had one shot on goal. So after you've taken that many shots, not on target, so you should a little bit blame about your team, I think. But overall, Fenerbahçe won this match, and Trabzonspor is now behind, at least 9 points behind Galatasaray, the first place team. So they have to do some really thinking about if they want to chase this title. There's a lot of matches to be played yet, yes. But Trabzonspor, Vakeme, I don't think he was in, after coming back from red card suspension, he did not look good with his last touches on the pitch. So we'll see what happens, but they lost, Trabzonspor lost the match, and right now it looks like 3-team race on top. Now, Turkish Super Lig week 28 will start on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. And on Tuesday there are 2 matches. Gaziantep will host Gençlerbirliği, and Beşiktaş will travel to Malatya, will face Yeni Malatya on Tuesday. On Wednesday there are 5 matches. Erzurum at home against Fatih Karagümrük. Sivasspor will host Hatayspor. Başakşehir will be at home against Konyaspor. Ankaragücü will host Galatasaray. This will be a huge match. Kayserispor will host Rizespor. On Thursday, Alanyaspor will be at home against Göztepe. Fenerbahçe will be hosting Antalya, and Denizlispor will have a bye. And Fenerbahçe-Antalya match will be very interesting. Nuri Şahin will face Mesut Özil's Fenerbahçe team in Istanbul. And also they will face their former coach, Ersun Yanal. This should be a very interesting match. So week 29 will start right after this. The week 28 will end Thursday. Week 29 will start on Saturday. So it is non-stop football, as I've been saying. So if there's a lot of interesting matches this come in the 28th weekend, because I say weekend, but actually it's in the middle of the week the match is going to be playing. If you look at it, because Yeni Malatya doesn't have a coach as we speak, Beşiktaş will face them. It should not be an easy match for Beşiktaş. On Wednesday, Galatasaray will travel to Ankara to play Ankaragücü. Ankaragücü is in very trouble, and they're really in the bottom last team with 20 points, and this should be a very interesting match. Looking at some of the teams that on the bottom, the last place team is Ankaragücü with 20 points. The 20th place team, Gençlerbirliği, with 21 points. And 19th place team, Denizli, also with 21 points. Some of the teams that are very close to a relegation zone, Erzurum, Başakşehir, Kayseri, even Rizespor. Rizespor has 28 points. But if they don't win their match this weekend in Kayseri, another team that Kayseri is desperate for points, Kayseri has 25. And if Kayseri wins and Rize loses, they will be at the same points. This should be a huge thing for Rize, because the teams are on the bottom, also close to bottom, are very close to each other. So if Ankaragücü surprise Galatasaray earns a point, this should be a huge this weekend. So it's not a this weekend, it's in the middle of the week. So see you next time. Listen to my podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. My name is Ahmet Turgut. See you next time. Goodbye.